doctor's office said like 157 point something.
This is fairly accurate. It says that Natalie, pregnant Natalie, weighs as much as an adult female orangutan.
Orangutan. How sweet.
That's what Tibs just said. Oh, the little baby, how sweet. He's playing over there.
Being silly.
And Mom is in the middle of like some type of like meditation. First we meditate with the left leg up in the air for 5 minutes. So I tend not to show every time we go to the zoo because having a membership is really nice. And that's just like how it is. It's like it costs, to get a membership to the zoo, it basically costs what it would take for us to go twice. And now we have stuff like we've been out running errands, we had to go to the bank, we still have to go do some shopping, and we're like, oh, Tibs wants to go to the zoo. We can spend an hour at the zoo. So we came out, we looked at a few things, we're riding the sky ride, we'll look at like 2 more and then we're going. We're not spending a ton of time here, but we get to come and enjoy it occasionally.
Do we go up there?
Yep, that's where we're going.
Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morn. Don't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, you don't want to be tickled. Blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Good morning, Tibby. How you doing?
Good.
What you eating? Enchiladas, yeah. He's not coughing. We just all are getting over a really sick cold. We haven't vlogged for the past 2 days because we've been very much under the weather. I say he's not coughing. He is coughing. He's not choking. He's been doing that a lot. So I think you're holding your fork wrong, bro. I don't think that's how it works. This stack of stuff is previously used baby stuff that we need to sort through. A bunch of it was his. We just had the conversation of, now it says it's Tibs' baby's clothes, and I would say, I don't think babies own clothes. I think parents own clothes for babies, and kids start owning clothes, I don't know, when does that happen? 3, 4, 5? I don't know. And at the same time as getting ready to sort all that stuff, Nat wants her hair dyed again. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and do mine too. I like mine, my natural blonde that I was for the first however many years of my life. You gotta stop coughing. Every time you cough, I look over. I'm like, is he okay? Anyways. You're like a beautiful.
Show me in my
You're like a beautiful.
whale glory.
How are you?
I feel like such a cow lately. I'm ready to be done with this pregnancy.
How's your baby?
Good.
Like, show us from the back. She like don't even look pregnant. Look at that. Look at that, Natty. Show us from the side. Poof, there it is. Poof, there it is. Poof, there it is. One of Pyrrha's first baby gifts arrived. It's a stroller. I'll show you in a second. And it came from Linnea. We miss you, Linnea. Thank you.
Yeah.
We love you.
She was our bestie in New York.
Yeah, we miss her still sometimes. On the hunt for the puddles. This is what we do now. Get it,
Ooh,
get it.
Good one right there.
Get it, get it. You'll calm down with your stomping. A puddle for every occasion. I just need to show you how Natalie walks now. The poor prego lady.
Sean's up to something at the Flipshack. Like this? He says I don't know what I'm doing with the camera. That's very true. Look at the joy on his face.
And that's it.
Tibs is like, that was awesome!
Come on,
it's
you
so
can do
cute
it.
to see him chase you.
You need to see my wife. Okay, there we go. Now you look. No. Just hold still and look like a frog facing away for a second. I want the vlog to get you in your full glory. She does look like a frog. I know what Nat should be for Halloween.
No, I know what I'm gonna be for Halloween.
Yeah, Tibs already decided for the whole family.
We're gonna be Team Rocket.
Yep.
But obviously Jesse got knocked up, so.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go! Go! You can do it!
We're trying to teach him how to jump. He doesn't really have a throw himself around instinct.
But he's getting better. He's been trying. Oh, I think we got equivalent. He's been doing a lot of jumping on the trampoline now, and that's good. So he's getting like a lot more physical each time we come. And this time there's only a couple kids here, so.
Who is calling me? He's a little timid with his movements still, but I know if we can help him learn how to jump off of things that
Jump on the trampoline like you
his
were
parkour spirit will wake up.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey! Good job.
Good job. Oh, look at that. Flap, 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 flap. He's just so excited that like he starts doing stuff.
He's flouncing. Are you flouncing? Crazy Tibs.
Do you think you can do this without my finger? You want to try jumping without my finger? What do you want to... I think the camera saw this side just a minute ago. What's on this side? Did you draw on that side too? I didn't catch that. Did he do that, TIBS?
He did the T and the I. I helped him with the B and S on that side.
I think she means the ones down here, the
Yeah, the
T
ones
and
on
the
the bottom.
I. That B, he's got nice delineated bumps.
You're getting better at drawing your name, Tibby. Writing your name.
We got a couple of things. I think these are off our registry. What's in there?
Oh,
Yay.
protective pads. I'm so happy for you. That was one of her big things that she needed with Tibs that she's been telling me that she really wanted. So, we're probably going to get some more, but that's a good start.
Awesome.
Hey, who sent this?
Who did send? Oh, Kelly.
Kelly. We had placed our bets. We knew it was one of 3 friends. It's Kelly.
How
She was
sweet.
on the list.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah. Let's see what else is in here.
Made-
I'm hoping for diapers. Or something like that.
Can't.
The pads were really helpful. We needed those.
Same thing, okay? I'm gonna cut the tape and then you can open the box after. Give me a sec. Dude. Caroline texted me. Are you recording?
Mhm.
Caroline texted me the other day. She looked at our register. She's like, "You want 700 disposable nursing pads?" I'm like, "Dude, I had enough milk with Tibs to feed some hungry kids in Africa. Yeah, I want that many.
Nat makes
My
she
cup overfloweth."
too bad that like I don't know. There's no way to make money from that I know of. I
probably
mean,
is.
there probably is, but it's probably something we wouldn't do. So.
Here, Tibs.
Oh, diapers!
Yes,
My
diapers.
favorite. My favorite.
What size?
What do I want for my birthday? Just some diapers.
I know, right?
Oh, and there's something else down in there. Hey.
Oh, this one's also from Kelly.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and the detergent.
The detergent. She got us
Dude.
the sensitive skin stuff
Thank you
because
so much.
our kids so far has had a tendency to have sensitive skin. It hasn't been that bad the past like year, but his first year
Yay,
and a half
size
was-
ones. Yes. Dude, they blow through size ones.
Yep.
Like those first few weeks, you're just like, oh my gosh, every hour they're like a little bit messy, you know?
Yep. We've been going through all the Tibs stuff because we got a bunch of gender neutral stuff on purpose when he was a baby, and so we're going through and there's so many outfits that from like 6 months to 18 months you're like, oh, I remember this so well, and then there's this stuff that's up to 6 months where you're like, he was really cute in that for 2 weeks, then he outgrew it, you know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, once it finally gets to about 9 months is when I'm like, oh, I remember these outfits and I actually have sentiment over them.
Yeah.
Can I open it?
Yeah, you can. Just pull it.
All right.
Just kind of rip the bag.
we just got done with work. It has been a productive day. I'm happy, very happy, and we're gonna take this little kid on a walk. I think he needs to go out and get some energy out.
He slaps.
He's gotten there once. She taught him a game. That's what he wants. He wants the oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. You never gonna get me. You never gonna get me. Born free as the windows. As free as the windows?
As free as the windows?
As free as the windows. Are you ever gonna he's never gonna get me. I think I could stop and he still wouldn't get me. Oh, you got me. He got me. Well, Nat, what did you go out and get yourself? I thought that was our cat for a second. I was like, get back in here.
This box has a baby thing in it.
I'm guessing from looking at it that my parents sent it. They said they sent something, and I know it was a car seat and stroller. So pretty sure this is it. They also said that when it gets here, you're the one that's supposed to open it. So
okay.
I wonder what it could be.
Wonder what it could be. It's probably what the box says.
Probably.
It's funny, we were going back and forth talking with Sean's parents because I wanted to get something that we liked, and I said, just please don't do pink. Please don't do pink.
We've said that to a lot of people.
She's already going to be wearing more pink than I care for personally, but I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. It's not that either of us dislikes the color pink. We're just not like, if she wants to dress herself as a princess, that's one thing. Neither of us are ever going to dress her like a princess.
I don't do frills.
Yeah.
Obviously, look at me.
Yeah. So someday she can have a say in what she wants to wear. Like, that's not a big deal, but until she cares,
Sweet.
I'm not doing pink.
So this is the actual car seat.
That's the car seat.
I'm like losing parts.
That's the base.
There's the base.
And right over here, this looks like the stroller.
And it's a little Mickey one. Because we said that red was good.
Red was okay, yeah. So, and it's not too Mickey-ish. I mean, it's got a few Mickey things like that, and that's about it. So.
Thank you, Kip and Bonnie.
Yeah, good job, Mom and Dad.
Super helpful.
And the last thing this weekend that we need to do is we need to do an inventory of Tibs clothes, because next week is the Just Between Friends sale. That means we're getting the rest of Pyrrha's stuff, and we made our list. But what are we going to get for you, Tibs? Do you need some more clothes now? Some winter clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Tibs, what are we doing? We are going to the festival. Which festival are we going to, Nat?
The What If...
The
Actually,
What
I don't know
If Imagination... Some... What If Festival? The What If Festival. We're going to the What If Festival, guys. Supposedly it happens here every year, and we've only now just heard of it, so I guess we will take you along and show you anything interesting and fun. You know how that goes. And then the other thing I'm excited for is skee ball. I always like me a good game of skee ball. We're gonna go play skee ball with Aunt Jan today, Tippy. Yep, look at that smile. Give us a thumbs up. There we go. These are kids playing, and it's really pretty good, actually. I'm impressed. I like it.
They're really good. They're young. They're probably like a high school jazz ensemble or something.
There we go.
You can make a whole honeycomb.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Did you see that one fly away? Here, let's try and blow on it.
Whoa, you got me.
baby.
Wow. Check
What
it
you
out,
doing?
Dude.
Are you gonna honk the horn?
You steer.
Can you get
It's
it up
here.
there?
You gotta stand up and pull it. Go. Honk.
Add some line first.
you gotta pull a little more than that. Pull on it. Wow, good job.
You did that.
Delayed reaction smile. So the festival was fun. We had a interesting, hopefully one of a kind experience. Doubtful, we'll see. So I'm carrying as I always carry. I mean, that's just life. I don't necessarily like to show it on the vlog all the time, but and this isn't any type of firearms channel, but I do think that it's important with everyone out there trying to demonize people who like to shoot, who own guns, stuff like that, to show that for most of us, it's actually like not only part of self-defense, it's a part of our wholesome family gathering, and that it can be that. And it is to I think most of Americans who go out and do things like plink in the woods with their families, which is what, when we go up and shoot, you see most of the time. It's almost always families out together. And so anyways, at the festival, someone saw my pistol, my firearm, whatever, and then proceeded to follow us around, making, actually Nat didn't hear the first one, I think I might have gotten it on camera, but they were standing about 10 feet away and made a comment of, what kind of psycho brings a gun to a festival? Which I wasn't the only person open carrying there. And if you go to most festivals in Colorado, you walk around, you see that there's a higher number of people carrying here than anywhere else I've ever seen, including Texas, where I noticed it quite a bit. So it's not like I'm necessarily an oddity at all. But yeah, then they followed us around for a block and a half or so, making loud comments. The first one was the loudest, and they made it loud enough that 5 or 6 people turned to look at them and then turned to look at me, which was weird. And yes, it was a little uncomfortable. That's not going to stop me from carrying. And then they had to make another comment at one time, look at all the kids stuff around or something like that. Who would bring a gun around kids? You got to protect yourself from those little 6-year-olds, or something like that. So eventually, like, we were already on our way out, but we eventually kind of just wandered away. I think I did a pretty good job of pretending like I didn't hear them, and I didn't hear everything what they said, and I'm fine with that. But I've never had somebody follow me around a festival and harass me like that. That was pretty interesting, and I'm minding my own business. No, I don't need to protect myself from 6-year-olds, but as we've discovered, both here and in other countries, when you put a bunch of people together, especially if you've got a lot of kids there, that's a great target. I'm not worried about protecting myself from kids. Duh. And they know that.
Protecting the kids.
Yeah. And I don't think I'll ever be in the situation where I have to. Odds are very small. But if that were to ever happen, I'd be the person that would probably end up getting shot at, and that's uncomfortable, but I still think that that's my responsibility if I'm going to be taking this thing and that thing and maybe her out to do things that, you know, if there's danger there, you know, that's what I should be handling. So whatever. And I ain't gonna have a confrontation. They were the ones who wanted to have the fight. I was the one who wanted to leave. So it was just a really odd situation. And I don't know, how would you have handled it? I don't necessarily, like, we stayed quite a while after they started, but eventually, since we were kind of headed towards leaving, it was about time to go. We didn't stop and do the last thing that we probably would have done with him if they weren't following us, and so it did affect our ability to enjoy it, and that was, I think, the intended effect. Luckily, these two were not affected nearly as much. But yeah, I don't know that I was completely prepared as to how to handle that, because I've never had anybody do that before. But we live in a very weird political atmosphere. So what would you do in that situation? If you're someone who carries, or even just occasionally, what's I'd love to hear kind of like what you think about it and what you would do. Tibs now is at the point where he actually really likes stuff like this. And of course, you know Tibs, he wants to ride the dump truck.
Yeah, you got it, bro! And down there we have Derek riding a four-wheeler. He has decided on his own that he is doing this traverse. Good job, Jibby. How far do you think you can make it?
20 bucks.
He says 20 bucks, okay. I don't think that's how it works, but good job.
If you liked it, subscribe. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you liked it, comment.